I mean, it kind of could be just what men need in a marriage. So listen up. I've got a couple of things that I know will change how you're looking either at your marriage, or particularly if you're going to get married, or if you've got adult children. This is going to help massively. So you might want to share. So the first, and I suppose, credentials. What are my credentials? Because I'll tell you right now, I am not an expert, all right? But I have been madly in love with my wife since we were teenagers. I knew I loved her when she was 13 and I was 16. It was 2 years before we had our first kiss, and we still argue. I say she kissed me first. And we've got 7 children, 5 daughters. So particularly when I had daughters, I thought, man, goodness me, I got to do some research. It was, let's just say, it was a little bit rocky for me and my wife for the first little while, but thank goodness we worked it out. Hey, still working it out. So if you're married and you're still working it out, working through it, hey, give me a thumbs up. I'm with you, Gav. So, but what we want, okay, as men, what we need from a woman, and I remember learning this stuff. I thought, oh, I've experienced that. I've experienced what I need, and I've experienced what I don't need, And the first thing is, I think, as men with our wives, with prospective partners, we need our women to be open. There's nothing worse than when a woman is closed and you sense she is closed, okay? Like her heart is closed. And hey, listen, we've all been hurt, okay? So, but to go into a relationship, we need to be open with each other. And I mean, I can honestly say with my experience with my wife, I've only had one wife. All right, I've got to make this work no matter what. All right. So, but, like attracts like. So men, when I'm open, and honest and integrous and able to share my heart. This is what I mean. This is what I want. This is what I want from you. What do you need? And if I'm open, she becomes more and more open. She's a wonderful woman. So the second thing we need, and my wife's just amazing at this, support. As men, we need support from our women. It says, it says in the Bible that we would lay our lives down for each other. When my wife, and my wife's been amazing, she's almost like put her life on hold in some areas. Why I had an 18-year boxing career, why I've done other things in life and business. She has just had my back. She's got my 100%. She supports me 100%. And the truth is, I felt like, even in boxing terms, it might sound crazy, I felt I could do these fights knowing she had my back. I could do the work. I could do the training. I could make the sacrifices knowing she had my back. And that might sound strange, but hey, that's the fact. And even what we're doing now, we're traveling around the world. We're doing great things, Anyway, I'm going to talk about more of that in the Man Challenge, okay? That starts next week. But anyway, hey, listen. 5 days, and this is just, I suppose, a snippet of what we're going to do. But one of the things that we need from our women is encouragement. We need to be encouraged by our women. I don't care how tough you are. When your wife or your prospective wife says, "Hey, I believe in you. You can do this. You got this. I'm with you," man. That when we get that encouragement from our women, I mean, we need it from men. I talk about that when it comes to validation, whatever. But it's different. It's don't be mistaken from being encouraged by your wife is validation. It's a snippet, but it's not validation, not a masculine validation. But when our wives encourage us, wow, man, we get stronger. So, gentlemen, and of course, there's more to go. All right, what men need from women, but men, particularly if you've got daughters or adult daughters, and all of a sudden, I've got 5. I've got and they're beautiful. So I've got all these younger blokes, that they attract young, handsome men. Okay, so I've been able to, I suppose, for want of a better word, get a bit of a system, a bit of a formula. There's a bit of a track that these young men must go through, and I love doing that with them. my girls, my daughters know there's a path. Okay, so men, you may not have had a path going into your marriage. But and I think for why most marriages break up, because they hit all these speed humps and potholes, and it just takes them out. It takes them out. But man, I don't know where you're at or what what challenges you're facing. And things can be great. Things can things can be going great and still improve. My goodness me, you don't have to be going bad for things to get better, for your marriage to get better. Just quickly, one of the reasons I'm here in the Mediterranean is that it was a part of my wife's dream, man. There's nothing better for a husband than when you can do and act and build something that makes your wife's dreams come true. Goodness me, I'm looking behind, they're her paintings. She's a painter. So, gentlemen, hey, listen, if this is ringing true with you, hey, get involved in our 5-day man challenge. All right, over and out.